This time on Animal Airport, the Ark braces itself for a huge influx of rescued animals.
I don't know where it's all going to go.
Grace loses her way with an emotional support dog.
I have no idea which way we're supposed to be going.
And there's an escapee in a shipment of tarantulas.
Whoa.
London Heathrow, one of the world's busiest airports. Every year, 500,000 flights arrive and depart, carrying 70 million human passengers and nearly 40 million animals and fish. And while the humans report to passport control, the animals head to the Animal Reception Centre, known as the Ark. Of the millions of animals coming into the UK through Heathrow, 10,000 a year are dogs. Of them, 300 are assistance dogs. This morning, an emotional support dog is arriving on a flight from Switzerland. On her way to collect it is Animal Health Officer Grace. 19-year-old Grace has only been at the Ark for a year, but has already encountered assistance pets and their owners.
Emotional support dog is something that people like to bring them on the planes with them in the cabin. So if they get anxiety or depression, for everything really. The idea of the dog being with them in the cabin is supposed to keep them calm and relax them while they're flying, and it's kind of little travelling buddy, I guess.
This dog isn't staying in the UK, it's in transit to San Francisco.
It's what we call like a tarmac transfer, so we keep the dog quarantined so that it's not actually in the terminal with everyone else.
Grace will be meeting with a passenger and her dog right at the door of the aircraft.
You're watching people come off because they keep dogs like in their bags, and you have to look out for them. So make sure she doesn't sneak off, even though I know she won't.
Most of the passengers have already left, but there's still no sign of the dog.
Here he comes. They're always the last ones off. Hi, Jocelyn. Hi, I'm Grace. I spoke to you the other day.
Yes.
Hi.
Okay. He's not sure what's going on, but we're happy.
That's good.
Is it possible to have him here not right when the plane leaves, but earlier?
Just a bit before, yeah.
Before everybody else does.
Definitely.
I'd like to be able to get on and
Yeah, no. What we'll do is when you're boarding up in the check-in and all that, we'll bring him up there instead of right here. So
Okay.
You'll have him walking down.
Okay, that'd be
all right.
All right. He did eat this morning a little bit.
Yeah.
And he did go to the bathroom twice, but I'm sure he's going to have to go again.
Okay. Did you want him to have some food as well?
Just a little bit, not
little
too
bit?
much, because I don't want him to have to go on the plane.
Yeah, on the plane. All right.
Thank you so much.
Come on
Grace.
then. That's all right.
Go. You're fine.
Come on then.
You might have to carry him.
Yeah, I think that might be easier.
Big baby.
Oh.
It's okay.
All right. See you in a minute. See you.
Grace and Louis can now head back to the Ark.
You're gonna go in there for a minute.
Somewhere in the UK, the police and the RSPCA are preparing to raid a private zoo. The seized animals will be coming here. But it's a secret police operation. All Deputy Manager Susie has been told is that there will be lots of animals arriving soon.
I've heard little bits about what might be there, and I've had a text message suggesting that we might have a range of mammals and then a few reptiles and perhaps some tortoises. So we need to make sure that we know exactly what we've got to feed them, what their housing requirements are and everything else. Luckily, our team is made up of people with those expertise already.
The only people who know are the senior staff. Supervisor Stewart's in charge of preparing for the arrivals.
It's been kept pretty quiet here to most of the staff because we don't want it really leaking to the person that's, they're going to visit. Not that they would do it directly, but they could tell someone else who could tell someone else, and it's quite a small community, that we work in, and it wouldn't take long for the person to find out what's going on.
The Ark is one of the only centres in the UK which can house large numbers of exotic animals at short notice. But some information would make Stuart's job easier.
Yeah, I'm waiting for a phone call from Tristan, actually. He's going to give me a list of animals that are coming back and what time they're coming back.
There could be dozens of animals on their way. Stuart will find it hard to keep this quiet for long. In the loading bay, Grace has returned with Louis, the emotional support dog.
Coming in. Right.
He needs to be put into a kennel for his stay at the Ark.
His next flight is at about 2:30, and it's about 11:15 now, so we'll take him out at about 1:30ish and get to the plane early so that we can give him back to his owner.
As Louis is in transit, he won't be clearing customs and he'll be kept separate from the rest of the dogs.
He'll be fine, he's got food and water, and he can go outside if he needs to go to the toilet, and then we'll just take him back when his next flight is.
Stuart's finally received more information from the team at the RSPCA raid.
Matthew's texted me, so he's got loads and loads coming over.
You've got to be joking.
This is Zach said, we have more animals than ever.
Hiya. How you getting on?
Susie's on the phone to the team in the field with the RSPCA. There are more animals than anyone was expecting.
I don't know where it's all going to go.
Crazy.
There are 40 animals on their way, including armadillos, meerkats, tamarins, coatis, and more.
On this separate?
I've got no idea. I'm going to have to assume they are.
Jesus. 3 bird cages, 2 for the cocktops, 1 for the...
Well, I would imagine they were together. I'm assuming they were
well...
No?
I'll set that one up as they are in together.
Yeah.
No, the coati are all separate.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
It's going to be a busy evening. In the loading bay, Grace is on her way to Terminal 5. Louis has done his time and he's on his way back to the gate to be reunited with his owner.
He wasn't here long. I hope he has a pleasant stay. He got food and water and he had an outside run, and a lot of emotional supports don't normally get that, so he's been quite privileged.
The owner's been without her dog and without emotional support for 3 hours. Grace wants to get Louis back to her as quickly as she can.
They should be just up there, so...
But away from the passenger channels, Heathrow is a rabbit warren.
I have no idea which way we're supposed to be going. I reckon it's the other way. Let's go this way.
Finally, Grace finds her way.
It should be where we are. There she is.
Not a moment too soon for Louis' owner.
All right.
I was having a panic attack.
Oh, no, sorry, we got a bit held up.
I have very high anxiety. He keeps me very calm. Instead of taking medication, I have him. Hence the reason I was so excited to see him when you brought him to me, because I had this sinking feeling that I might have to stay overnight in England because I was not about to get on the plane without him.
All right,
you so much
no
for
problem.
everything.
Have a really safe
All
flight.
right,
Bye.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
The fact that she was thinking about having to stay over if the dog wasn't on the flight with her just kind of shows that she didn't need him.
As the sun sets, the Ark is bracing itself for the arrival of 40 rescued animals, and Chris is running out of time to get everything ready.
It's going to be very, very busy. I might even end up doing overtime, but if it means getting these guys out of their boxes, I'm not sure where they've come from either, so the journey might be quite long, so they're going to want to come out. So as soon as it arrives, then it's all going to be all hands on board. We're going to see what we got, where we're going to put it.
And the animals have just arrived.
Skunk. One skunk. Owls. Go macaw. This is a big influx of animals for us, yeah. And the variety as well. That's the last one. Right, one meerkat.
It's just one meerkat, but we've got 7 meerkats.
Coati. That's a trolley load of...
Genets. Hey, guys.
Backwards.
That's an extra. Just keeps on coming.
The animals have now been in boxes for several hours. The team will have to release them into their new enclosures one by one. First on the list, 4 spotted eagle owls.
We've tried to get these out as a priority, so we're getting a little bit distressed.
Spotted eagle owls are normally found across Africa and the Middle East.
Ready?
Yep.
But unlike most owls, they avoid forests, preferring open plains and rocky deserts.
Beautiful.
Will has set up a makeshift perch for the owls, and they go straight for it.
He's definitely at home now. Wow, that's all I can say, they're amazing. Look at that, using their perch.
There we go. Wonderful.
Our owl exhibit is finished.
4 owls settled in. Chris is dealing with more animals urgently in need of release. The 5 genets are showing signs of stress.
We've got Janet here pacing up and down, so it's a sign of being in a cage that's been too small, so all they have to do every day is up and down, up and down. We want to try and get him out quick. Hey, mate. Hey. That's not good.
It's time for Chris to release the genets, but it's not going to be easy.
These animals are quick. These animals may bite. We don't know how tame they are or how vicious they are. I mean, they look okay now, but we have no idea how they're going to act when they're out and about.
Genets are distant cousins of cats with sharp teeth and retractable claws. They can be found across Africa and southern Europe and will eat anything, though they primarily hunt birds and small mammals. Chris will have to be quick. There will just be a few seconds when the cage is open and the genet could get out.
Where is he at the moment?
Here at the moment. Hello.
Right, I'm going to have to swing this open fast.
Genets are agile predators. Chris doesn't want to get bitten.
I need him back a bit so I can get the door.
Yeah. He's looking right at you. Wait.
Colleague Jo is doing her best to draw its attention away from the open door.
He's looking up my
Unless
way
we
now.
just get the
It's my
grill.
way. It's my way quickly.
Is that high enough?
Now look the other way. No, that's the time. What's in there then?
Hello, mate. He's a brave boy. They are expert climbers. He's already on the side of the cage.
The team has saved the trickiest till last, an adult male African porcupine. When threatened, a porcupine will spread its razor-sharp quills and rush backwards at its enemies, digging in barbed spines which then break off. This porcupine doesn't want to come out of its box, and it's not the sort of animal that Chris can push.
I might try go in there, see what he does.
He'll have to try to tempt it out.
He has got a lot of spikes, but...
African crested porcupines are one of the world's largest rodents. They're common across Africa. Their spines have even been known to kill lions.
Come on.
And the temptation of a bowl of veg is working.
Come on. Good. Come on. A gentle encouragement, maybe, that's required.
That's it.
Well done.
Clever boy.
But there's something Chris has overlooked.
That's fine. Well, actually, it's not fine because I can't get out. If he decides to stay there, then I'm in here for life, pretty much. I'm just going to stay up.
Now the porcupine's in, Chris needs to get out without being attacked.
It's nice to see him eating, and it's not too noisy in here, and it's quite dark as well, so you should be able to get a nice rest as well. Yeah.
All the animals are in, and the staff can take a break.
I think we deserve a little break.
Donut break. Who's making tea?
But there's little rest at the Animal Reception Centre. As the new day dawns, Animal Health Officer Michelle is on her way to collect animals from an arriving flight.
We're off to a flight to go pick up 10 boxes of reptiles, and then we can make sure that everything's in the boxes what they say on the paperwork, and they're all boxed up appropriately. So it's a nice sunny morning, so hopefully they won't get too cold out there.
19-year-old Michelle has been working at the Ark for a year. She's dying to see what these boxes contain.
I'd love it when you get a box of tarantulas in, just because some of the kerfuffle it causes back at the Ark. You get some people like, oh, no, no, which is a bit comical to see. A bit cruel of me to say, but I suppose it's the truth. Another thing that makes me a bit nervous about reptiles is sometimes they escape. So, for example, you might get some snakes or even tarantulas. They're quite good at getting out of their pots. If the pots aren't strong enough, the lid isn't clamped down strong enough, they're quite good at, they're quite strong to push themselves up, push them up against the box.
10 boxes of assorted reptiles and invertebrates, loaded and on their way to the Ark.
Thank you.
Tara is on shift. The newly arrived zoo animals are going to come as a bit of a surprise.
We've got owls, armadillo, skunk, 7 meerkats, porcupine, cotton tops. Oh my God. And a few tortoises thrown in there for good measure.
25-year-old Tara has been at the Ark for more than a year. She's got her work cut out this morning, feeding the overnight arrivals.
I'm going to start with the meerkats because they're the less scary of them all. Just going to give them a few mealworms and waxworms. I'm going to hide it in a bit of bark so it'll kind of keep them occupied for a little while. Hello. Did I wake you? Right, that's a pair. Why don't you pee on the door? Good man. Hello. Get in. Get in, get in, get in. Don't pee on me. Am I marked enough now?
The meerkats seem more interested in Tara.
Yeah, lovely. Thanks. Come here then. No. No, I don't want to.
Meerkats are originally from southern Africa, and mealworms are a treat. One enclosure done, but the second seems to be empty.
Hello? Hello? Oh, they're hiding. Hello? What's the matter? What's the matter? You gonna come out?
These meerkats are shy, but Tara encourages them out with some food.
Come on.
2 more meerkats fed, but Tara has spotted a potential problem.
What is all that? That looks like blood. Come here. Come here. Are you gonna come out? Are you bleeding? No? This is really weird. I've got lots of little red dots everywhere. I don't know what. It looks kind of bloody, but I don't see anything wrong with them. But it's over everything.
Tara's concerned. She wants a second opinion. Michelle and Ark Deputy Manager Tristan are checking the shipment of reptiles and invertebrates she picked up earlier.
Oh, look at that one. It's hard to see sometimes which end's the front and which end's the back.
They're looking for signs of illness or bad packaging.
Yeah, that one appears deceased. Strange.
It's always a shame when they don't make it.
The packing and everything's fine, so it's difficult to know why that hasn't arrived okay.
Under the giant centipedes are some giant spiders.
This is pink-toed tarantulas down here. You have to be careful with some of the tarantula species because they can flick the hairs off their abdomen and you breathe them in, or you can get them in the eye. They've got urticating bristles, so they've got little hooks on the end of them, and they can be quite irritating. Let's do a quick check of the others in this box.
The next box contains cane toads. Cane toads are famous for decimating local wildlife in Australia, but these are on their way to London to be sold as pets.
They're good size, but they do get a lot bigger than this. These can get almost dinner plate size when they're fully grown. Oh, look, you can see the way it's blowing itself up now. That's a defence mechanism. They blow themselves up, so if a snake or something is coming along to predate on them, they make themselves look bigger than they actually are.
Something different every day. You learn something new. He's quite cute. Right, should I put him back in?
Yeah, put him back in. We'll have a look in on the other boxes.
Whoa, that was a bit of a surprise.
So we have a loose one here.
Spiders don't bother me, but I suppose I've seen how quick they can move and it just makes you jump.
I don't want to damage the spider. You can very easily damage spiders and injure them, so I'm just going to gently put that in there. If it was to drop from a height, it could actually rupture the abdomen. Move it into a decent position to get it into the pot. And again, I don't want to have it coming out over the edge of the container. It'd be quite painful, and they can envenomate you, put a bit of venom in. Not having been bitten by a tarantula, I'm not quite sure how I would react to it. A bit like a bee sting. If you've not been stung before, you don't know if you're going to get a shock reaction. Right, that's in.
I've got a tortoise at home, but I haven't gone to any extent with the reptiles or amphibians, vertebrates or anything like that. But they're really fascinating. It would be interesting to own one, maybe one day. Thank you.
I think that's about it for this shipment.
All the animals are in good health and all are now in good boxes. Once they have the right paperwork, they can be on their way. Tara's called in Supervisor Ross to check on the meerkats. It's important he finds where the blood has come from.
Look on top of the box, all along the bottom of the door.
Come on, you little...
Just gonna try and have a look and see where the blood's come from, because there seems to be quite a lot of it everywhere.
Have you been chewing each other? Have you? Have a look, come here. See, you've got a little ball patch on the back of the tail.
No.
That's your face. Come on, meerkat two. I think they've just had a little chew of each other's tails. Not unusual. These got a little ball patch. It looks like it's dried up, so I wouldn't worry about it. Just put a note on the chart to keep an eye on it.
Lovely. I'll finish off cleaning them out now. Just seemed like quite a lot, is all.
There are no obvious open wounds. The meerkats aren't bleeding. Once Tara's finished cleaning them out, she'll leave them to it. A vet will come in the next few days to give all the rescued animals a thorough health check. Jocelyn and Louis had a stress-free flight and are now home in San Francisco. And Michelle's toads and tarantulas are now lining the shelves of pet shops across London.